Suppressing emotion is like taking I use this example of the cheesecake, right? You take a slice of cheesecake, and cheesecake needs to be digested and processed before it can be released. Everyone with me? But imagine you don't want to deal with all that processing and that digesting, and you're like, I can't be bothered. I'm going to put my cheesecake in my purse. And I'm going to zip it up real tight. So in this example, the cheesecake is the emotion, all right? Everybody with me? And you don't want to process it. You don't want to digest it. You can't be bothered, or you don't have the tools. And so you put it in your bag. And so now you have this cheesecake in your bag, right? But what happens to the cheesecake after one day locked up in your bag? It's a messy bag, right? But tell me what happens after a month locked up in the bag. What happens after a year locked up in the bag? What happens after a decade or two locked up in the bag? Anyone? It's not cheesecake anymore, and now it is alive. And it's poison. Why? Because you never digested it in the healthy way. You locked it up and said, what cheesecake? I don't see any cheesecake. I see no cheesecake, therefore there's no cheesecake. It doesn't disappear because it's locked up in your bag. So there's so many people with all this undigested cheesecake. You understand what I'm saying? And it ain't cheesecake anymore, it's poison. And it causes havoc. It will make you sick, and it will definitely affect your relationships. Because cheesecake needs to be digested before it can be released. In the same way, emotions need to be digested. And how do you digest emotion? Maybe like, how do I do that? I don't want to deal with sadness. Who likes it? Who likes to feel sad? Who likes to feel angry? You know, we don't like to feel afraid, but these are all emotions that serve a purpose, and Allah created them with a purpose. And they are also messengers. They are giving us a message. So if we block them or we suppress them, they turn toxic, and then they affect everything in our life.